Hello, everybody, and welcome to what very much should be the finale of Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. In the last episode, this happened.
I lost track of him in the tunnels. Have you seen him? Was he at the Foundation? Or was he... What? What's going on? I let him away, didn't I? The generator's fine. It's... Oh, no.
I think I blew up the safe haven. And forgive me if I'm a little out of it. I just got off of a 9-hour shift, and I'm quite tired. But I really hope this is the last episode, because then that would have lined up very beautifully for me. 1 Chapter 1 video, 2 Chapter 2 videos, 3 Chapter 3 videos, and then 4 Chapter 4 videos. I love when that happens. I can only hope that Chapter 5 is as long, which would be shocking if it isn't. I assume I'm louder than the game, which is how it should be. I didn't tamper with any of the settings. And I didn't bear to put a hoodie on because... why not? I'm tired. Yeah. What was... excuse me? Oh no. Oh no. Hey, a new tape. Okay.
Long way down. So, this is what we have to work with.
I think this is all stuff we've encountered before. Doyle, everything good?
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I failed you. I was never what any of you needed. I was only made to hurt things. My fault. My fault. Hurt. Everything hurts. Hurt back. Always hurt back. Parents, scientists.
I'm sorry.
Everyone.
Hey, man.
Have
Kevin,
to.
chill.
My friends.
Thank you.
He killed my friend. You. It all started with you.
You're getting a little
You
close.
And her. It was you who ruined everything. No, that's not true. They jump-started the generator. They destroyed everything. I'll kill you.
Doyle. Oh, he's not done. Okay. Sure, we're running. Oh, ew, ew. I don't like. That's disgusting. Oh, 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 lag. Doyle, don't be doing that. My computer can only run so much. Oh. The frame rate. I can only do so much with my game lagging. We're so close. I know. I bet we're right at the end. Okay, much better game. Much better. No, no, that's causing it to lag again. Give it a sec. Run. Yeah, thank you. The lag is gonna make this hard if my entire game is gonna drop in frames. I'm just gonna be real. Okay, it's perfectly good over here. Yeah, see, you can see when it, like, stops. Okay. Did it all of a sudden go on Unreal Engine 6? Oh, that's mean. That's mean. I can't do anything with that. Ugh. It's an... Okay, thank you. No, thank you. My computer's running... Hello. You okay in there? I gotta upgrade this thing. I'll worry about it another time. Oh, man. This sucks. Okay. Take it slow enough. This blows. Okay. There's a tape there. Okay, hold on. There's a tape there, and I want it. I'm going to keep dying until I get that tape, by the way. I feel bad for Doyle. He's upset, and he's actually really completely valid for it, also. I'm gonna pause. No, you know what? We have storage. You guys just have to watch me die over and over. Ugh. I feel like I'm getting new voice lines with this. I think I've died more than possibly anyone has ever. It's spawning me and I can't move now? Okay, I have to pause. Hold on. Okay, not only did I complete the chase sequence, I dropped my microphone in the process, which I'm praying didn't mess anything up. I turned my graphics settings low just so I could run through that. But we got that tape. Ooh, you know what? The game is still running like poop. Let's how about high? Can we work with high? Alright, this section of the game must be pretty big. Oh man, we're gonna have to do low graphics. That sucks. That's a poo. This game was perfectly fine beforehand. And now it decides to run like poop? Yeah, okay. Man, that bugs me, because... No, do not load the game. If it was on... Maybe now? Alright, I guess it doesn't matter. It's really only gonna bother me. Hey, where's that tape go? Oh, I didn't have to Omni him. Hey! We were here before. Oh, come on. Alright, this is probably why. What did I... It said run and saw, Doyle? Okay, he probably didn't like that very much. And I assume if I touch him, I'm dead. Alright. Oh. Alright, let's go this way. Game. Game. I'm hitting him in the... What? What? You got... What? What? Was I not supposed to shoot him in the face? Oh, man. Okay. I had the right idea. Poor execution, apparently. For this boss arena. Though you are a tremendous pain in my behind. Okay, he touched it. Perhaps I'm mistaken. if you're seeing this live, I don't really know. What happened? Alright, I got him. What is he doing? Oh, okay. Oh, there he is. Is this what we're doing, Dowie? You know what? I'm just gonna run through. Maybe that's an area that he's not gonna be accessible to go through, and that's fine. Even though he should be able to. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay. This game heard long day and decided to test my patience. Ooh, okay. It's a cool boss fight. I'm feeling Moreau from Resident Evil Village also. Just saying. Kinda. It's cool. I'm just gonna go this way, and I'm gonna wait for him to follow. Or not. Is this gonna block? Actually, I think it might have, but I'm not gonna risk it. If he grabs me, I'm... It didn't attach to him. That's fine. That's a-okay. It happens. Game's not perfect. Neither am I. I fumbled that one. Alright, it's fine. Just get a little ways away from him. Okay, well, he got another one on his back. Good. Okay, I didn't want to do that, but I had to. What's he doing? Okay, I see him. I don't know how many of these I have to do, by the way. I really don't.
Just want to play a little longer.
Okay, good. I was gonna be a little angry. Just a bit. Alright, let's move to an upper floor. Come on. Please be the last one. Have it be 3. Have it be 3. Thank you. Right? I ain't trusting that. There's a green light over there. I presume I go there. I don't really know where I watched that tape, though. Now I gotta navigate out of this. Alright, it should be this way. Ooh, game. Much better than the catnap fight, though. I will give the game its flowers and say that. There's really nothing wrong with that fight. He is kind of like Moreau from Resident Evil Village, which there's nothing wrong with that. Village is one of my favorite games of all time. And the game was kind of against me a bit there. Alright, it's one of these.
You and Poppy! It's
I figured it'd be a little...
your fault! Want to kill you! Kill everyone who hurts!
I'm sorry, Doyle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Can't trust anyone! The gentle voices lie! You lie! I tried to be better. To be who they needed. Smart enough. Not good enough. Not... I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm sending a text message. No, he's a sad character. He really is. I feel bad for him. And he's completely valid for, wanting to kill us. We did take everything from him. Search for survivors? I'm gonna tell you this right now. There are no survivors. Alright, let's do a little bit of searching. Any survivors? Is this where the tape goes?
It was awful.
A Poppy tape.
So awful. didn't want... This wasn't what I thought we were gonna leave. Leave the factory. Not this. All those people. Prototype says we can't leave. Not now, not ever. I hate him. I hate him, and I hate this place, and I hate that he's... right. He explained everything, and he's right. We can't leave. It's too risky. What they did to us, we can't ever let it happen to us or anyone ever again. Doesn't make me feel better about the bodies, though. What he was saying about them. I know there's not really another option. The toys will starve otherwise. They'll die. But it's still disgusting. I wish you were here, Dad. I could really use one of your talks right about now. You'd know what to say. When you were running this place, you always knew what to say. I miss you.
Jeez. I got a question though. Is she talking about Leith Pierre, or us? Or are we Leith Pierre? But she would have said something if we were her father. Let's be real. And yeah, that's a stupid theory. Never mind. I want to also be excruciatingly clear. I love this chapter. I really do. There are just little moments in the chapter that I don't hate. There's nothing in this game in its entirety that I hate. Can I turn my graphics up? No. Understandable. Have a nice day. When I finish this, I want to do a kind of an in-depth review on how I feel about the game. Alright, what's this? Another tape.
I'm not sure if this thingy is on, but I need to talk, and I can't talk about this with anyone else. For the past few months, the fighting's been bad. Real bad. I've seen a lot of stuff I probably shouldn't. It's been hard to keep my head straight. The others, they look to me to know what to do, to know where to go. For a long while, we had Poppy to tell us, go here, go there, do this. And it all made sense, too. Poppy was nice. I can't find Poppy anywhere. I don't know what happened or where she went. But it's scary here without her. Maybe she ran, just like I have. I'm here, outside the prison, in front of... I'd almost forgotten it was all here. And seeing this again, it's given me reason to think. I could make for the exit. It's all I'd wanted for the longest time. But there are others inside. Others that aren't like me. They're hungry and scared like I am, but they're not me. they can't go where I can. But they mean a lot to me. A lot more than I thought they did. And having seen what I have, knowing how they see me, how much they need me. I'm going back. I wanted to make this in case I ever doubt or forget that. Just play this and remember. Yeah. Yeah. That's all. See ya.
Huggy Alexander Wuggy.
A hug a day keeps the monsters away.
I'm sure they do, Huggy.
2 hugs a day is better in every way. Hugging forever. I'm gonna hug you until you pop. A hug a day keeps the monsters away.
Yeah. Whoa!
Ollie! Ollie! You hear me? Ollie!
Can I turn... I'm gonna turn the graphics up because this is a cutscene.
You!
Look at it!
What did you do? Why did you kill Doyle? Do you even understand what happened? Prototype, did you even plant the explosives?
Yes. I
Ollie,
blew up the safe haven.
Ollie, answer me! Please. Ollie, something's gone horribly wrong. The safe haven...
Shelf ventilation block B6. Is this where you are, Poppy?
What?
Yeah.
Stay where you are.
And listen closely. You're not going to
Oh,
run.
Kissy.
You're not going to fight. The charade is over.
Who is this?
An obvious question with an obvious answer.
You. What did you do with Ollie?
I'm right here, Poppy.
For you,
I'll always be.
be here.
Oh, dude, I feel so bad for Kissy.
The doctor, Catnap, Mommy and Huggy, they're all dead. You have nothing now. No one. And soon, you'll have less than that.
Stop that
You don't need to pretend.
anymore, Poppy. You don't need to play at being stronger than you are.
You can
Come home.
How much do you know?
Everything.
This isn't right. All those years. Was there ever an Ollie?
Yes, there was.
But that was a very long time ago. Let me tell you what comes next.
I'm going to
Come up there.
and I'm going to
Find you. Your collaborators. The few you have left, they will be dealt with.
What are you going to do with me?
I've got something special in mind.
I prepared it just for you.
And this one, you will never want to leave.
No. No. This entire time, you've lied to me!
Only because you've kept.
Missing the point.
What does it look like?
I've taken the liberty of retrieving those explosives from the Foundation. Thanks for collecting them.
Those are the way. I've put them to good use. I admit, though, I'm disappointed.
After all that time in your cave,
vibe with this.
Prototype. Please.
It's time to come home.
Poppy.
It's time to come home.
I can't go back in the case. I can't. I'm sorry.
Dude, he planted a bomb. Can we move?
Some friend, huh?
Don't worry, I'll find her.
As for you two, try to land on your feet.
Whoa! Thank you! Dude, Kissy has had the brunt end all game. She was jumped. And now this. Oh, dude, this poor child. Now what? Like, seriously, now what? Is the prototype just leading me somewhere? Is there something out there for me? Oh, look, poppies. I mean, it's a good, genuine question, though. Like, who is Poppy's father? Is Poppy's father the prototype? Because Pierre... No, because Leif Pierre made Sawyer the doctor. But did he fall back and make himself the prototype? I'm spitballing. I got nothing. I'm like game theory over here. You want to grab the tape? Thank you. What's in here? Nothing. Okay.
Hi, my name is Leif Pierre, and I'm the head of innovation here at Playtime Co. If you're seeing this, you must be very, very lost. Well, rest assured, friend, our state-of-the-art laboratory is just up ahead. Why don't you just go on inside and tap one of our scientists on the shoulder? Tell them you're lost. They'll be glad to help. All right, all right. Let's be honest. You're not supposed to be here. This is the single most high-security, high-clearance section of the whole factory. When someone finds you down here, you will be shot. And before you get any ideas, don't think you can just sneak away either. No, the second you put this tape in, it set off an alarm. So if anyone's home, they know exactly where you are.
Welcome back, old friend.
Security is very important to us here. If I were you...
Yeah, welcome back, Huggy. Yeah. Little obvious, I saw it coming. Beautiful chapter. Very well done. It's fresh. It's new. And it's definitely ambitious. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't think there's anything wrong with the chapter. I really don't. I don't think there's anything wrong with any chapter. Every time they come out with something new for this franchise, they are hitting the nail on the head. And they're spot on with what they want to do. My honest thoughts are, and I'm going to be legit, I love Poppy Playtime. I made an entire video about it, and I really hope, it's a dream of mine, actually, to be cast as something in this franchise, whether it's on a tape for whopping 2 seconds, if it's one of those like cardboard cutouts, I don't care. I just want that opportunity. But because I love this franchise so much and I've spent so much time with it, by the way, music team, y'all ate with that. Yeah, Rich and Dowie were the same actor. Okay, cool. Leif Pierre. What about Prototype? Is there anything about them? No. Okay. My honest thoughts are, this chapter, unlike 3 and unlike 2, this chapter feels very penultimate, where I say, as this chapter feels as though they had an idea for 5, and they're getting to the prototype, and they're getting to the laboratory. I think that's where we're heading. Like, we're getting to the laboratory, and that's where all of these characters were created, and we'll get to see test subjects, and maybe we'll even get to see experiments we've never seen before, like Boxy or Bron or Cat B and all these other toys that we haven't encountered quite yet, but we know exist. I'm hoping for Chapter 5 to be cohesive as well as revealing. I don't want this franchise to end, I'll say it flat out, like a FNAF game, where this franchise ends on a note to make you, the player or the viewer, interpret it, and to be unknown and mysterious, and everyone's game can be their own. I don't want that. A huge thrill for Poppy Playtime for me is that we have the evidence, we have the lore, the story, like, is its own, and this is the story. We're hitting you on the head with it, and I very much prefer that over the open-ended stuff. There's a fun to having everything be mysterious and unknown, but at the same time, that's nice of you guys. That's very nice. Partners in Crime. I wish I was on there. I know I'm not. Daco. Yeah. I wish. FGTV. Yeah. Fusion. 8-bit. Maybe one day. Raz. Yeah. But it's something that, like, it doesn't bug me, but I just feel like, kind of, when I was playing Chapter 3, there was a want and a need. Thank you, Mob. We love you. We look forward to telling bolder, bigger, and stranger stories. Was there dough up on this beforehand? Like, in this menu? There's dough here. Alright, I gotta stop interrupting myself and, like, say this. There's a lot of, not wasted potential, but a lot of characters feel underutilized in the grander scheme of Poppy Playtime. Dowie, I thought, was done well. Dowie has enough, like, lore. So he has a path, and he has a set narrative that, when he appears in this chapter, you go, sure, yeah, Dowie always existed, and we never saw him because while everything was going on, he was in the underground protecting and saving people, and I love that. I vibe with that. And when everything goes wrong, you learn about Dowie. You see how he's 3 people, he's 3 personalities that are clashing, and they're trying to attack you and kill you. I very much think that's interesting because not only is he a sympathetic character, but he's a character that you, like, I agree with him. Like, us, the player, yeah, are putting an end to a rampage and the horrors of Playtime Co. But at the same time, how much have we destroyed? You know? And it's not, Playtime Co. is terrible. In a good way, in terms of a story, they're terrible people. I'm glad we got to see some of the prototype. I'm glad it wasn't just the hands. At the same time, I kind of wanted more, but, we're going to see him more next chapter. The Doctor. I think is extremely cool, underutilized. You know, as a fan and as a follower of this franchise, Sawyer is a big deal. He is the deal. He is the reason why there is a roaming Kissy Missy, a roaming Huggy Wuggy, Boxy Boo, Smiling Critters, Nightmare Critters, Dowie, Poppy. They are all his creations. He is the villain. The prototype is the villain. But the prototype is still one of Sawyer's creations. None of these characters would exist as they do, roaming monsters, you know, tortured souls, which this chapter heavily punches into you, which I love. I love how grim and real this chapter was. But the Doctor, you know, he's a big character. And I feel like we've gotten more build-up with Stella Graber than we have the Doctor. And if the Doctor was, you know, kind of not alluded to, because all these characters are alluded to in every chapter, whether it's tapes or a note. But in chapter 1, we walk past a TV and one of these eyes was there. In chapter 2, if we saw like one of his robots or something in one of the areas, or in chapter 3 if there was something to like make his presence known physically rather than like a mention. And with that being said, I love the voice acting, and I think the guy did a fantastic job, and the design of him is so good. Everything about him is good. With that being said, I feel like there is a missed potential with him. The entire time you are fighting him in this game, he is monologuing like a true villain. Like he's a threat. He's a ominous presence. And all you do is like stick a plug into him and he like dies. His sequence in the game where you're running through and all those things attack you was really good, but I think I made it through that without dying. And I did it first try, I think. I don't remember. It was yesterday. And he kind of just dies. And that's fine. I wasn't expecting a Dowie or Catnap boss fight with him, but I kind of wanted something with him. I can't explain what, but I very much like the character. Dowie's good, the Doctor's good. Pianosaurus having 8 seconds of screen time is fine. I don't know where else they would put him in this chapter, but it was cool to see him. Weird that it was like marketed as much as it was, but it was probably just the hide stuff about the Doctor and Dowie. Yarnaby, that Yarnaby section, very good. I do prefer that over the school, as well as other sections in Poppy Playtime that feel kind of like, you know, like anytime something was happening in that wasn't going correct, I feel like half of it was my fault and half of it was the game just trying not to let me win. Because there were a lot of times where I was hiding and Yarnaby got me where he shouldn't have got me. And there were a lot of times where Yarnaby would vent, and then he would vent right in front of me. And it's like, okay, well, obviously I turn around and run from that, but it felt a little unbalanced. I don't hate this chapter in any ways. In fact, I love this chapter. I really love what this chapter does for Poppy Playtime. I just feel like, with there being one more chapter, I wanted more of the weight of the situation. When you open those doors in the beginning, right? When you open those doors, and you see the pile of toys and the bodies of all of these fallen children, adults, whatever, you know, it really should sink in, other than Riley's notes, Cole's notes, and a few tapes, that like these are human, you know, these are orphans. And I know it hits you in the head with it in chapter 3 as well. but I'm gonna say this, and it may sound horrible. I kind of wish there was like a tape, of this explaining it, so you could feel the weight of the situation. Like if there was a tape about Riley, and it was like a doctor being like, I don't remember who she was. It's like, all right, subject, 1306, and then you hear them operating on this person, and you hear like, Riley said she was awake during her surgery. Maybe she's talking, maybe she's screaming, maybe she's numb, maybe you hear surgical noises, whatever, squelching, something that is disturbing, but yet it tells you and shows you without having to like animate anything. The prison was cool. It makes sense. I'm really hoping the laboratory is functioning. I'm not saying I need to see dead kids or dead carcasses, because this game did that already. But something to like drive the message home of like, hey, this is happening. It's still happening. I don't know. Maybe I'm just asking for too much. This chapter was good. It was ambitious. It feels like the linear storytelling we had from 1, 2, and 3 kind of took a detour to teach us something else, while also like explaining to us the gravity of the situation. I don't know how to explain it. Doyle was a good way to express the proper storytelling of like, hey, this is a child, and there's 2 more children, and this one is athletic, this one's smart, this one's great with people. And if you take those 3 and make them into one, you get one meshed personality with only looking at the good attributes and not thinking about how that would clash. Like, Dowie really nailed, like, the severity and the disturbing factor, the trauma of, like, how that would work. Yeah, wanted more of the Doctor, maybe more of Pianosaurus, maybe a higher threat of Yarnaby. I feel like with this chapter having a couple of antagonists, that's why it feels the way it does. We've had every chapter other than, chapter 1 was only Huggy. Chapter 2, I think, really nailed it because it was Mommy sending people after you. And, like, this chapter kind of does that. Mommy sends Bunzo after you, the mini Huggies, and PJ. Chapter 3, you only have Catnap. And Catnap is an ominous threat. Like, he's a threat. And when he's around, you're terrified. I think this chapter is darker, but it's not as scarier. It's not scarier than any of the other ones. 3 is by far the most uncomfortable and most terrifying chapter by a long shot. But yeah, you have like the Miss the Light section, which makes sense. You go to a school, this is the teachers we made for people. And then the dog day thing. Sure, yeah. But this chapter, it's like, I'm the doctor. Go and do all this stuff for me. Oh, Yarnaby. And then you encounter Yarnaby, and Yarnaby does this thing. You escape Yarnaby. Pianosaurus. Nope. Bang, bang, bang. Dowie. And it feels like I said, the linear storytelling just kind of butterflied a bit. I don't know. I'm yapping too much. I really, really love this chapter, and I love everything Mob has done. And this franchise means a whole lot to me. So I think that's kind of why I'm talking as much as I am, is because I'm scared that this chapter may have been either missed potential or missed storytelling. I want the full thing, when a couple years from now, when we get Poppy Playtime, the full game, chapters 1 through 5, we're gonna see us run from Huggy, and then Huggy returns at one point, and then whatever happens in chapter 5, that's gonna be a linear path. And 1, 2, and 3 feel linear. This one feels like, hey, we're gonna do this, It's same story, but we're going to throw you off a bit. Just a bit. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. I could be completely wrong. I could just be yapping about nothing. I do thoroughly love it. It's just, it's new, and it's one of those chapters where I'm like, I'm glad it exists, and I'm excited to see what's next. I just really hope they land it. I really hope, you know, they're up, and I really hope that Chapter 5 sticks the landing, and this is a perfect indie horror franchise game. It's all one game. But yeah, I thoroughly love it. I had some bugs, which happens with every fresh game, so I'm not too mad about that. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of Poppy Playtime. We've had a lot of Poppy Playtime content for a while. So after this, there will be something new. I'm still trying to figure out what that is. I think it has something to do with these little guys. We'll figure that out. There's a lot of things I want to play. But yeah, whole lot of content on the way. Let me know truly what your thoughts are about Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. The story is great. Gameplay is great. There's just something about them meshing that is off to me. I don't know how to put it. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.